Kimetsu no Yaiba or Demon Slayer is an anime that tells the story of Tanjiro and his colleagues in fighting demons. They fought the demons with sword techniques supported by breathing techniques. The demons they face are not weak creatures, they can regenerate and some have special abilities, namely the demon blood technique. Each demon who has mastered the demon blood technique is able to exert unique powers or manipulate objects around him. So this will benefit them in searching for prey or in fighting demon slayer troops. In the story itself, the demons are divided into 3 groups, namely ordinary demons, lower moon demons, and upper moon demons. The upper moon demon itself is the strongest demon faction. Then who are the demons who occupy the top moon position? Let's just watch the video. In 6th place are the demons Daki and Gyotaro. Daki and Gyotaro are the lowest ranked upper moon demon members. You could say they are one, where in order to kill them the demon slayers had to cut off the heads of the siblings. Daki is the younger sister of Gyotaro who has an arrogant and sadistic nature. She does not hesitate to torture his victims first before killing him. She has a great physique and a beautiful face, which of course anyone will like. While her older brother, Gyotaro, has a physique that is not as lucky as his younger brother. With a thin body, he can move anywhere quickly. Gyotaro also has a sinister face, symbolizing his cruel and cunning nature. For the demon Daki character, this is indeed very unique. At first she was like the main threat in the Red Light District arc. But actually, she occupies the position of Upper Moon 6 along with her brother, Gyotaro. In fact, to be able to kill her, the demon slayers had to kill Gyotaro as well. Otherwise, even after being decapitated, the Daki demon would still survive and regenerate. Daki fights using a weapon in the form of a sling cloth that can be manipulated to attack and strangle the enemy. The strength of her sash is equivalent to steel, so she can easily kill humans using this weapon. With this ability, the demon Daki is known to have killed Hashira before. Her older brother, Gyotaro, has a very strong ability. By using a sickle-shaped weapon he can attack his opponents. He is able to freely control his weapon. Even the Sound Pillars had to sacrifice a lot to defeat him along with Tanjiro and the other demon slayers. In the battle in the Red Light District, Gyotaro was defeated by Tengen Uzui and Tanjiro, while Daki was beheaded by Zenitsu and Inosuke. The decapitation of the siblings' heads confirmed that they were both truly dead. The next demon is Kaigaku. After the demons Daki and Gyotaro died, the position of the 6th Upper Moon demon was replaced by Kaigaku. Kaigaku himself is the senior of Zenitsu Agatsuma, so he had mastered some lightning breathing techniques. When Zenitsu was still in training with Grandpa Jigoro, Kaigaku often mocked Zenitsu because he could only master 1 lightning breathing technique, while he managed to master 5 techniques. Kaigaku himself chose to become a demon after being defeated by Kokushibo. This made Jigoro commit seppuku, as a form of responsibility because his student betrayed him. After a few days of being a demon, Kaigaku finally fought Zenitsu. In that fight Zenitsu managed to kill Kaigaku, and Jigoro's death was avenged. The top moon demon who took 5th place was Gyoko. Gyoko is a demon who loves art and urns. Through the urn he can move to another jar in a different location. The abilities of the Gyoko seem to be related to aquatic animals. He can take out an army of fish from his jar, which he uses to fight demon slayers. In addition, Gyoko can destroy his opponent using the tentacles he also removes from the urn. And his most powerful ability is that he is able to mold and transform into his perfect form, which is a muscular body covered in scale armor. In this form he has no legs, but has a tail like a snake. In this form too, anything he touches will become small fish. The terrible nature of the Gyoko is that it will mutilate its opponents, then the pieces of the opponent's body will be arranged in an abstract way to create a terrible work of art. In 4th place is the demon Han Tengu. The ghost has the appearance of a weak short man with a very thin body. Its most striking feature is a large protrusion on the top of its head, accompanied by 2 curved horns. Han Tengu is able to hide his existence as a demon, thus making people not realize that he is a demon. The ghost can spawn a clone according to its personality. Each personality has its own strength. Hantengu's primary ability is to manifest his emotions as powerful young clones of himself with their own unique appearance, personality and abilities. These clones also seem to embody certain emotions that Hantengu has felt before, and have been shown to only feel those particular emotions. Besides having the same strength as his real body, the troublesome thing was that Hantengu wouldn't die until his real body was also killed. In addition, each of Hantengu's clones also have their own unique abilities with different demon blood techniques. The clones consist of Sakido, anger clone, Karaku, joyful clone, Izetsu, sadness, Yorogi, pleasure, Zohakaten, hate, and Urami, vengeance. In the 4th place on the other top is the demon Nakim. After Han Tengu died, his position was replaced by Nakim. Nakim is actually not part of the Upper Moon Demon. She is just a subordinate of Muzan Kimetsuji who is in charge of summoning the demon to the fortress to meet Muzan. She is a demon Biwa who dwells in the limitless dimension of the fortress. The top 3 Moon Demon ranking is occupied by Akaza. If you have watched the Infinity Train movie, of course you already know about this one demon. Before becoming a demon, his name was not Akaza, but Hakuji. Actually, Akaza is a good child. Akaza takes care of his father and takes care of his teacher's sick daughter. Due to the duty of his teacher who ordered Akaza to look after his daughter, he fell in love with the daughter of his teacher. But everything had to end, and that's where Hakuji became a demon and changed his name to Akaza. Akaza is a strong, stubborn, and impulsive demon and likes to fight, especially with the hashira. He looks down on anyone he deems weak, but has great respect for those he deems strong. This is what makes him so happy when fighting with Rengoku. Akaza really recognizes the power of Rengoku to the point of inviting him to become a demon so that Rengoku can continue to train his strength and fight again with him. However, Rengoku refused Akaza's offer, and died after his body was penetrated by Akaza. Sometime after that, Akaza met another demon slayer, namely Tanjiro and Tomioka Giyu. Tanjiro and Giyu also worked together to defeat Akaza, and managed to behead him. Even so, Akaza's body can still fight. If only Akaza didn't remember his past, maybe Tanjiro and Giyu would have died fighting him. The second position of the Upper Moon Demons was occupied by Doma. Doma has the form of a tall young man with a fairly toned and muscular body. He has pale skin and has long, pointed nails, which appear to be stained pale blue. It should be noted that Doma also doesn't have a good relationship with Akaza. This is because of their opposing principles. Akaza is a demon who refuses to eat children and women. Meanwhile, Doma is a demon whose favorite food is young women. Doma considers women's bodies to be more nutritious than other human bodies. Doma has a friendly nature, so humans don't think that he is a demon. In preying on humans, the dog does not bother to look for it. But his prey will come to him himself. Doma had some kind of shrine as a place of worship, and established himself as his god. There is no denying that he is extremely lethal and calculating. Under the belief that he saved them from suffering, Doma happily devoured his followers and other young women. Demon blood technique. What he has is an ice manipulation that can be used to attack and defend. Doma can turn his icy blood into mist and spread it using a fan to the surroundings. This attack can kill the opponent who inhaled it. Another ability of this demon is that it can neutralize poison. Please note that Doma is the demon who killed Kocho Kanae, who is the older sister of Kocho Shinobu. Therefore, Shinobu tried to defeat Doma. In the end, Doma could be subdued only because Shinobu sacrificed herself. The poison prepared in Shinobu's body was not anticipated by Doma. Finally, we arrive at the first order of the strongest demon of the upper moon. This position is occupied by Kokushibo. It is said after Muzan, he is the strongest demon. His position as a top rank 1 moon demon had not changed for 500 years. The most surprising thing was that before becoming a demon, he was a member of the Demon Slayer squad. Kokushibo is able to use breathing techniques, namely the moon breathing technique which he developed from the sun breathing technique. As a demon, Kokushibo takes the form of a tall, pale-skinned man with long, spiky hair that he ties into a ponytail, and he has 3 pairs of eyes on his face. Please note that Kokushibo is the older brother of the first breathing technique, yoruichi. And he is also the ancestor of the Pillar of Fog, namely Tokito Muichiro. Kokushibo chose to become a demon because he was jealous of his younger brother whose abilities were above him. For that he seeks strength and eternal life so that his abilities are not lost because human life is not long. Kokushibo's own ability is the moon breathing technique coupled with the Demon Slayer mark which he consciously activates. Moreover, Kokushibo can enter the world of invisibility. With this ability, he can see his opponent's organs even though his opponent's body is covered with clothes or armor. Another ability is that he can channel his power into his katana, so that the katana becomes sharper and more branched, and has an eye pattern on the blade. Of course, this ability has far surpassed the hashira. Genya, Tokito, Tsunemi, and Gyomei must gang up on him all at once in battle. Even then the 4 fighters had to bleed, and 2 of them died in the end. Those are the 8 demons who occupy the top moon position. If there is an incorrect discussion in this video, please correct it in the comments column. Thank you and goodbye.